to my channel. If you're not new, welcome back. It feels so weird to do this intro. Do not mind the hole in my shirt. So I had just bought this shirt not too long ago. I didn't even know it had a hole, but I'm gonna change later on into like my favorite sweater. I know it's been such a long time since I've done one of these videos, a video at all actually. So many things have happened within the space of that time. So just a little quick update. We got a new bed. As you guys can see, this is my new bed. I'm in my new house, and this is, yes, a leased house. We are on a lease. It's not bought. For now, this is just where we're gonna stay, hopefully for a long time, at least till we build up our credit enough to buy a house. So many good and bad things have happened within this time frame. It's just a lot to talk about. So as I talk to you guys about everything that's been going on and update you guys on my life, I'm going to do my makeup. So yeah, I feel like I haven't played with makeup in such a long time. Excuse the noises in the background if you hear the cars. My block, if you're from Philly, you know what I'm talking about. My block, my street is just really busy and there's a lot of traffic there. It's a like avenue, so you're gonna hear a lot of cars. First things first, I'm gonna clip the other pieces of my hair back like this, just so that it doesn't mess with my makeup. I've been so obsessed. Is this just me? Like, now pearl clips are in. All of like the 90s trends are all coming back, and I live and I love that that's happening. The people with OCD are probably freaking out right now because I'm on a white bed sheet with makeup, and I mean, what can possibly go wrong, right? Right. So before I do my makeup, I'm going to use a oil blotting paper, and this is just going to help eliminate all of the excess oils. And if you're like me, I'm combination to dry. I'm more oily around my nose, my T-zone. Look at all that grease. It just helps, you know, remove all of that oil that we do not need on our face. So look at all that oil. It makes a huge difference when I do my makeup. And I think these were only $3.99 at my local beauty supply. Alright, we're going to use our Wet n Wild Fotofocus Matte Primer. So yeah, as I was saying, a lot of things have been going on, good and bad. First good thing, let's just start with a good thing, is that was way too much primer. First good thing is that I moved from my 1-bedroom apartment to a 3-bedroom house with a 2.5 bath. So I'm very happy about that. Obviously, I'm so happy about it. Like, you guys have no idea the struggle it was to be in that 1-bedroom and try to film and try to find an area where it wasn't bothering, but at the same time it was always bothering. You know, I just never really had a space. I have a huge mirror here, by the way, guys. Like, how extra am I? We're gonna move on to eyebrows. And for eyebrows, I've just been using my LA Colors brow pencil lately, and I'm in the shade, this is dark. I'm in the shade dark. You guys have seen me use this a ton of times on my channel. I love LA Colors, and they came out with some new concealers that I want to see if I find them. As I was saying, I moved into this 3-bedroom house. It's so comfortable. I'm so happy. I'm so blessed. And honestly, I didn't know I was gonna get this house. This was like this was God, I say, because I was with my grandmother looking for an apartment for a family relative, and this house popped up. So she wasn't able to pay that for a place, and this just popped up when I needed it to, and I'm so grateful. I'm so happy. Outside, I'm not a big fan of, but I don't really care because I'm never really outside. Like, I'm always just inside. It's really nicely renovated. And Liam has his own room, which is awesome. And the 3rd bedroom is being occupied by my grandfather because I brought him with me to live. Because he was really sick and he lived down in Florida and he had no family over there. So we just brought him over here and he's just chilling. If anybody knows me, they know I love my grandfather. And I would always talk about how I wanted him to be here with me, and now he's finally here with me. My bathroom is so nice compared to like my other bathroom. My bathroom in my other apartment was so outdated, and I don't know if it's me. When you're in a place where you feel like excited to be in, you just feel excited to like decorate and make sure your house always looks perfect, and you know, your OCD kicks in. Is that just me, or is that a thing? Because for me, that's what's happening. So to clean up my brows, I'm going to use this e.l.f. concealer. This is in Fair. This is the e.l.f. HD concealer. So another thing is that I've decided to go to Bible Institute. I was so intimidated because, like I said, I haven't been to school in like maybe 5 years since I graduated. Well, you know what? That's a lie. I haven't been to school since, because I went to college. What am I talking about? I went to college, and I was there for a year and some change. So I dropped out when I got pregnant. So that was maybe, I haven't been in school maybe 2 years, 2 to 3 years. So yeah, haven't been in school for that long. And I was quite intimidated, quite scared, honestly. But I went to the orientation and I liked it. I think it's pretty cool. And I mean, I'm learning about the Bible, so what else could be better? I love it. I love the teachers. They're really nice. Everyone is just very nice and kind there. So that's awesome. I went through like I'm gonna share something really personal with you guys. So I'm gonna use that same concealer I used to clean up my brows, just to prime my eyelids. Oh, I haven't used the Makeup Revolution palette that my husband got me for our anniversary last anniversary. So I think I'm gonna just use this. I've never used this before. I think I'm gonna dip into this like really nice brown shade. It's kind of nice for a transition. So what was I saying? So I was going to get personal and talk about what has been going on in my spiritual life. So this is why I took this kind of like break, if you want to call it a break. I felt like I was pulling myself away from God. Like my life was just not in order, and I was just all over the place, and I didn't understand things that were going on, and I was just not right spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Just I didn't feel at my best. So although I did videos and stuff, I'm gonna go into this lighter shade to kind of diffuse that darker shade. I also was just getting frustrated because there was just a lot of bad things happening also in my life, and I was just confused to why these things were happening. I didn't understand so many things. I was just getting so annoyed with life. I just had to pull away from feeling that way. I just had to like just learn to stop and put a pause on this, on my makeup, on stuff that just weren't, yes, makeup is important to me, but my spiritual life and my health and everything else comes first. Before this, I do love to do this, and I did miss doing this for such a long time, but I just didn't feel right. I grew up in a Christian household, and I'm not embarrassed of it. I love God, and I'm so glad that I was brought up in a Christian household. But I just felt like I knew that I was dragging away from what I was brought into, you know, and I didn't want to lose it because I had just, you know, converted again. I accepted Christ as my savior again, and I was just not doing bad things, because I wasn't doing like drinking or none of that, but I was just pulling myself away farther and farther from God's presence. And I had to stop what I was doing and really get back to where I started, you know what I mean? I had to completely pull away from social media. I was off for such a long time, and I was praying more, and I was seeking God more, and I felt like I was slowly but surely returning back to where I needed to be. And once I started doing that, my life started taking a different turn. Once I started putting God first, my whole life, and I mean my whole life, started changing for the better. I got the house. I moved out of that apartment. I just things that, like, my heart started healing. I forgave people that I wouldn't have thought I would have forgiven. And I literally felt the change in my soul, and I feel so free. I feel so awesome right now. I'm just at a point in my life where I thank God for the good and the bad that I went through, because it pulled me closer to God. Sometimes God has to put us in these situations because we're pulling ourselves away from Him, and He wants to bring us back and remind us that He is an almighty God, an all-powerful God, and He has control of every situation and any situation. And as humans, we tend to go crazy. My anxiety was going crazy, because for some of you that didn't know, I was trying to conceive for a while, and nothing was happening, and I was so confused, and I was just like, why is this happening? I should be perfectly normal. I never went to my postpartum visit. Let me do my makeup as I'm talking, because I'm talking too much. I never went to my postpartum visit for my C-section to make sure everything was perfectly fine, and that's where we're gonna get into next. But I never got myself checked. I think I want to go for this really nice light color right here. It's like a light pinky color, like a champagne. And I'm not gonna do a cut crease or nothing. I'm just gonna place it on. There we go. So yeah, I was just confused to why that wasn't happening either. I woke up so angry with life, and like, yeah, I was happy I had Liam and stuff, but I still felt like something was just missing, like something was wrong in my life. Well, I was trying to conceive since I was like 21, almost a year and some change, but I just didn't understand like why these things weren't happening and why things were happening, like with my family, with my relatives. I was in a really dark place in my life. Can I just say that this pink is really pretty and really iridescent? I'm obsessed with this. And what I'm gonna like tell you guys is so personal, but I want to be really transparent with you guys. You guys have been with me through this journey, and you guys have seen me grow. And I don't know, I just feel like, although I don't know who watches me personally, but I'm so grateful that you guys are there. I'm just gonna place that transition color. I'm just gonna place it on the outer corner of my eye. So what I'm about to say now, like, although all these good things have been happening, yeah, of course, there's some bumps in the road. Yeah, like my life isn't perfect right now, but it's better than where I was. Before I do anything, I'm gonna use this brown brow pencil, but this is, you can use it for your eyes as well. I'm just going to tightline my, what's that called, my lash line. But yeah, so I recently found out the reason why I have not been able to conceive after Liam. I wanted to know for a long time, like, how, if my C-section scarred healed fine, if my organs were all where they had to go. And I was wanting to do this for such a long time, and because I never went to my postpartum appointment. That's why it's very important, girls, even ladies, even if you don't have insurance like me. I was scared to go because I had gotten my insurance taken away. So I was like, should I go, should I not go, how much are they going to charge me? They're going to charge me an arm and a leg. Always do your research and check how much it is. Do not be intimidated by like you not having insurance. Health is a very important part of life, and if we're not healthy, and especially us moms, who's going to take care of our kids, right? I just called and I just went for it because I was way too long without going to an appointment, without checking if I'm okay. because I was having really irregular periods, guys. Like I would have my period I will have my period for a month, and I won't have it for like months later. I was having darker hairs grow in places that they weren't supposed to grow. I'm not gonna get too TMI on it, but I was just like questioning why these things were happening to me, because those things weren't happening before. So I went to my OBGYN and they did some tests, some blood work and stuff, and it came out that I have something called PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. I didn't really know what PCOS was. I had no idea what caused it. I was just so confused. Like I was like, what is this? I've never heard of such a thing. So I'm just gonna curl my lashes and apply mascara. But like I was saying, I was so confused. Like at first when she said it, if it would have been the old me, you know, like the me that was stressing with anxiety and stuff before, you know, I fortified myself in God, I would have freaked out. Like I would have started crying. My anxiety would have been really, really bad. Like I asked her, like, what does that mean? What is that? That's pretty much what it is. Poly means many, cystic means cyst, and ovarian is ovaries, and just syndrome. Pretty self-explanatory, like I said. And I had asked her, she had given me a lot of good information about it. It's, you know, when your ovaries are bigger than they normally should have. And the thing is that our ovaries, they usually have eggs, right? So these eggs are supposed to disappear or something when you ovulate. You drop the one and the other ones are supposed to disappear. What happens with PCOS is that the ovaries, instead of disappearing like the egg, the rest of the eggs that just don't work, they just turn into water sacs, which are the cysts, and I haven't ovulated, so I haven't ovulated at all. So because my periods are so irregular, it's also a hormone imbalance. So I have that. I'm gonna use this new eyelash adhesive that I found. This is the new Starlet Clear Eyelash Glue. It's supposed to be waterproof, and I think I found out that this is like Japanese or something. You can find these on eBay, and it's really good. Like I wore this for my birthday, and I wore these same lashes for my birthday, and it didn't give me an allergic reaction or anything. But if you are allergic to latex, this might not be the glue for you. So yeah, like I was saying, there's a lot of things. Like I'm just gonna leave like a little box here of what it is. It's just really hard to explain. I'm still learning about it myself. But yeah, I have that. So now I have to be on a diet and I have to be careful with what I eat. It's just frustrating because, you know, you want to be okay. You don't want to have to hear news like that. But these things happen and we have to learn how to be strong. I'm sorry, hold on. So, we're back. Sorry about that quick break, but during that break, I was able to put my lashes on. So I'm just gonna take my eyelash curler and I'm just gonna curl my fake lashes with my real lashes. And I did a lot of research. I've been doing a lot of research on how to be healthier, what can I do, because it is treatable, but it is a condition that's there. It's just gonna stay there unless, you know, things change, and I do believe in a God that heals. But until then, I do have to take care of myself, and I want to make sure I'm taking the best possible actions. That's just what's been going on in my life. So there's been good things, there's been bad things. I've learned that in the good moments and in the bad moments, we have to thank God for everything, because God continues to be faithful, and I know that He will show out in my situation, and I trust and I believe him 100%. So all I gotta do is just take care of myself and make sure that I'm doing what I need to do in order to be able to conceive, and take care of my hormones and all of that good jazz. So I'm not gonna get frustrated. I was watching a lot of videos on PCOS, and I was shocked to see so many women that I could have related to. So I'm gonna move on to, I got this new PR package, and these are just some of those glitters from Yamis Boutique. And girls, y'all need to check these out. This is so beautiful. I'm gonna insert some clips of them in this video. I have so many. I didn't think I was gonna get so many in my PR, but thank you, Yamis, so much for these. And I think today I'm gonna use one in my inner corners. I feel like, you know what, I feel like I'm gonna leave it for after I do my full face, and then I'll apply the glitter to my inner corners. So that should be fun. We're going to move on to our face now, finally, because I've been talking and rambling so much. But yeah, that's just where I've been. I thought I was not gonna do videos anymore. I'm just gonna put some oil where I need it most. Downstairs, the half bath, I am gonna make it into my beauty room, which is exciting. I'm excited for that, and I can't wait. I'm gonna be using my LA Colors Truly Matte Foundation. You guys know, if you know me, you know this is my holy grail, and this one's running out. So I should have got the bottle that had more, but I'll just do this. It's okay. I went kind of crazy. This is so full coverage that I don't even need to color correct, and I used to color correct so much. But yeah, you guys, that's just where I've been. I want to thank each and every one of you who have reached out to me on Instagram, on my social media, asking me if I'm okay. I'm gonna put some on my lips as well. And yeah, guys, I'm good. I'm just, I'm actually at the best place I can be right now. I mean, other than that little hiccup of my, you know, the fertility issues, other than that, I'm good. I'm so blessed. I'm finally almost done furnishing my house, so once it's completely done and furnished, I am going to do a house tour, and I'm going to insert some before clips and some after clips for you guys. But stay tuned, y'all, because that's coming. So I'm going to conceal, and I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star concealer in C6. This is my favorite concealer. I feel like I'm gonna have to need a new one pretty soon. Also, you guys, I don't know if this is something that would interest you guys, but I was thinking of doing just like a PCOS informative video. I kind of just skimmed through what it is, but if you guys want to see my journey, everything I have to go through, I'd be more than happy to share that with you guys as well, because I want to just bring more awareness to what PCOS means, because I feel like it's not spoken of as much, because I had never heard of like that in my life. Like, I never heard of PCOS. I'm gonna go over it with a little bit of the e.l.f. Camouflage Concealer, and this one is in medium peach. I'm just gonna put a little bit though, but yeah, I feel like I never heard of that thing in my life. Like, this is the first time I actually hear about it, the first time I'm actually getting informed about it, and I feel like it needs to be more spoken of. Like, there needs to be more awareness of this, because I had no idea I was having symptoms of this problem. And I'm sure there's many women out there that are struggling with infertility and don't really know what can be the cause of it. I'm not no doctor, but I would love to share that journey with you guys. If that's something that's interesting to you guys, and I would definitely want to do it. Hopefully, the diet, the PCOS diet, what I eat in a day, all of that stuff, I want to start doing just to help other young women like me that are going through this kind of problem. So I'm going to contour with my LA Colors contour stick in medium. I want to be more consistent with these videos. Now that you guys are finally know what's going on with my life, I feel like just more confident, more better. Oh, also I forgot to tell you guys that in my OBGYN appointment, they told me I have abdominal separation, which means like after my C-section, my organs like didn't fall into place. They're like not where they have to be. So that's what causes my belly to look so bloated and for me to look like I'm pregnant, but I'm not pregnant. And it's something like a confidence thing that it just shakes in me, but hopefully I'm gonna try to do some exercises that are specialized for that. So let's see, hopefully that these things that I'm doing helps better the situation. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more concealer in the middle, like in the bridge of my nose, because I feel like I lost the brightness. I'm just gonna put a little bit and a little bit on the sides here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my face, and to set my face I'm going to use the Huda setting powder. So I blended my face with a dry beauty sponge, and I've actually been liking to do it like this. Ooh, I forgot to blend here, thank God. I've actually liked blending my makeup with a dry sponge. I don't know why, and I feel like when I bake with a dry sponge, my makeup just looks better. I'm gonna bake underneath my eye, and then I'll just set the rest of my face. While that's baking there, I'm just gonna take my contour brush and I'm going to contour. I'm gonna use the Anastasia contour kit in Tan Deep, and I'm just gonna use this shade right here, which I've hit pan already and I need a new one. So yeah. I missed this so much. You guys do not know how much I missed you guys, how much I missed. Although you guys are not like physically here, I've just missed it. But yeah, you guys, that's pretty much everything that's going on in my life. I'm really, really happy with my life right now. I'm really happy to see how God has blessed me, and I'm so grateful, and I'm so undeserving of His grace. But He continues to be faithful, even though we aren't always the most faithful. So that's that. While this is baking, I'm just gonna apply some blush, and I've been loving blush. Like I think I was telling you guys already how much I love blush, but now I'm like a blush freak. Using the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush. Blush makes such a huge difference, and it's such a staple in makeup. Like, you can take that brush, powder brush, and I'm just gonna dust off that little bit of that blush, and I'm just gonna take my beauty blender with a little bit of remaining product, and we're just gonna tap that in there so it doesn't look too intense, you know what I mean? And I'll just dust off the big. That gave me a nice and cleaner look. I'm just going to take my Morphe X Jeffree Star setting spray. This was a gift from my husband for my birthday, and there was a mix-up with this. My neighbor got this. She let her nephew play with it or something, and it was a hot mess. I'm just so upset. My thing wasn't full. It's just dented everywhere, but she gave it back with no packaging or nothing. She just gave me the bottle. I was so upset, literally just so pissed off, and I tried to see if I could find a way to get a new one, but it's not been looking that way, so it's whatever. I'm just gonna take some of this. Oh, smells delicious. I recommend this 100%. This keeps my makeup on all day, and the smell is just insane. I'm obsessed with the smell. Do you know what it reminds me of? Have you guys ever had the Lotso bear from Toy Story? That it actually smells like strawberries. This is exactly what it smells like, and it brings me back to my teen years, because I had that bear when I was like 14, and I used to love sleeping with it just because it smelled like strawberries. Like, the smell was so good and it would put me to sleep. This is the same exact smell. I'm going to highlight now. And for highlights, I'm going to use the LA Colors Strobing Highlight. This is my favorite highlight. Right now my Amrezy broke, so this is my favorite again. And this reminds me of the Amrezy, the Champagne Pop. This is in the shade Champagne. And I think it's under $5, so check it out. They're so good. I'm just gonna highlight my high points of my face. Like right here, really lightly. Oh girl, that highlight is so good. For the price though, like it's just insane. A bit on the tip of my nose. And I'm not gonna highlight my inner corner because I'm gonna put some of that glitter that I got in PR on my inner corners. Highlight my brow bone. I actually love how this look came together. It looks so good. Okay, so I'm gonna move on to glitters. So I'm gonna take some of that eyelash glue a little bit, just so that I don't have glitter all over my face. This will help make it look a little bit more precise. So I'm just gonna apply that glue onto my inner corners here. I think I'm gonna take, because I feel like this look is kind of like rosy gold pink. So I want to take this one. Let me see. I think I'm gonna take Timeless, which is probably one of my favorites. Look how pretty this is. So pretty. And it has some like chunky specks in it, which I like. To try to press this on without getting it all over the place. Oh my gosh, I love it. These glitters, guys, are so good quality and so pretty too. They're so iridescent. It's like ridiculously insane how good these glitters are. And I've seen that they've used this glitter even on like nails and stuff, which is cool because it's like a multi-purpose glitter. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that, whatever's left on the brush. I'm just gonna put it underneath my lash line. I'm not gonna put anything on my lower lash line, just this. And some mascara. I'm just gonna line my lips and fill them in. I'm gonna use the Kylie Jenner lip pencil in Candy K that I stole from my sister Dee Dee. I didn't steal it, I borrowed it and never gave it back. But I will give it back soon. I promise, Dee. Okay guys, so I'm back and I'm in my comfy favorite sweater. My hair is done and I fixed my pins, but this is all I have for you guys. I hope you all like this look. Hope you all enjoy it. I hope that you guys were able to understand why I was gone for so long. And just saying, you know, if you ever see me off, it's because I'm taking time to better myself emotionally and spiritually and in every kind of way. I just want to better myself for myself first, for my family, and then for you guys. I want to give you guys the most genuine me. I want to be completely open and honest with you guys. I want to just be transparent. God is good. God is always faithful, and if we're faithful, everything else will align and fall into place. I want to thank Yamis Boutique for sending me these amazing glitters. I'm so obsessed with them. I love them so much. I'll be putting her information in the description bar down below. Please check her out. Check out her Instagram. And also, I have a code. She gave me a code for this. And if you want to shop in her page and you want to save 10% off, you can use my code Soliman10. I'm going to put it somewhere here. And yeah, help your girl out. Use my code, okay guys? Can we just talk about how amazing this LA Colors highlight is? Like, you see how good this is? It's blinding. Also guys, I forgot to update you guys on my hair. It's growing. I have no extensions. My hair is actually growing. Good things are happening. And although we go through these trials and tribulations, we need to always make sure our faith is there and never lose faith and never lose hope. God will always fulfill his promises and he'll always show out. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for being so concerned about me, those that texted me, those that reached out to me to see if I was good. Thank you so much. You guys are so amazing. You guys are I didn't think that my absence would actually affect anyone. Like, I didn't think anybody would notice, but I'm so grateful for you guys. You guys are so awesome. I love you guys so much. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to comment down below. If you guys are going through a tough moment, if you guys are going through something that you guys do not understand and you guys are getting so angry at God, remain calm, because sometimes our humanity wants to scare us. We want to be scared, we want to be frightened by the things that we see or we hear, but we have to understand that God is in control 24/7, and He knows the reason why He allows certain things to happen, and it's not our job to question Him. Everything is going to come out fine. It's like this saying that is said in Spanish, todo obra para bien. Your blessing is coming. Everything you're asking for in God is going to come, just in the right time, not our time. So yeah, this is everything. That's all I have to say. Don't forget to follow me on my social media platforms, and I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you, and God bless.